Jai Bowden, Vegas. Tyler AYC, Boston. Robert Crouch, Opelika, Alabama. That's very weird because I grew up in a place called Opelika, Florida. Hazel Jenkins, South California. Boomer, Indianola, Indianapolis. Dean 61, Chicago. Moondog, Maine, San Francisco. Lockdown Superstars of Wrestling, Jersey Shore. Take It, Tot the Ring Show, Orlando. AJ Kirsch, wrestling commentator from Berkeley, California. Diego Montoya, Albuquerque. Sean PN89 from the 918, Tulsa. And Josh Wells from Parkersburg, West Virginia. Those were people that are listening to us from domestically and around the world. Thank you very much for spreading the word to friend or foe, for increasing our numbers every week. Also, I want to shout out two Patreon members, Jorge Lopez, Wellington, Florida, and what's actually three, Stephen Andrew, Kansas City, and Eric Rodriguez, Seattle. Patreon, that's where we make some real paper, no ads. We try to be anti-formulaic. You know our stilo. We bring entertaining, thought-provoking, informative content with an extra ration of ball busting. You can find all the extra audio and video that didn't fit on the show at konnan.me. You'll find musical segments where we break down our favorite band or artists and our top 5 songs. It's like a round table. We've done everybody from Prince to Led Zeppelin. Check that out. It's tremendous. We also do every week, me and Disco do We Ain't Hating, We Stating, SmackDown, NXT, Raw, most pay-per-views. I
want to make a comment on that too. This is what people don't understand. Okay, is if you listen to us do those reviews, okay, quite often and numerous times throughout the show, we'll talk about a segment and then we'll ask the question: did this make you more interested in seeing so and so? Like if it's an angle promoting stuff or thing, because all we really do, we're not like the Mark podcast that they're fans of the show. They put everything over stuff. We analyze the show based on, we're giving our take based on why they are either overperforming or underperforming in the ratings usually. Like when a show has had like 4 straight weeks of decline in the ratings and you think that our show review is hating. It's like, no, we're kind of pointing out some things that maybe why the stuff is underperforming from a point of view of people, but people don't get this, okay? And that's what they don't understand. And Konnan, you know this too. I used to write, and we'd be in the writing room at WCW. I used to work with Ed and Terry Taylor and Vince and then, Jeremy Borash.
Terry
the Stooge Taylor. When the rating would come in that week and we get the news, bro, if the rating was down, we were kind of like, what did we do wrong? Okay, hey, we need to it wasn't like, oh, there was, why was the rating down? There was 4-star matches. There was we're not putting over our own work if our own work was underperforming. So we've been critical. I've been critical of my own creative input in the past. Okay, and I know, Konnan, you're the same way. When you're booking AAA, if the numbers aren't good, how do you feel? Are you patting yourself on the back? Oh, what a great show! Hey, we're number 1 on cable this week. Even though you're not going against anything, or would you be kind of self-critical and say, hey, what do we need to do to turn this around? How would you? What's your take on that?
No, I just think people need to understand that they're not just getting two fans of wrestling for over 40 years that have seen just about everything. So you're getting that unique perspective. Plus, you're getting 2 guys that were in the business for over 20 years. And still to this day, we both get offers to go out and work.
Right.
And we were both in booking committees. And I don't give a what you read about booking. You don't know about booking unless you're in a booking committee, unless you know that dynamic, unless you're sitting right there reading about it, or because they let the cameras in during a WWE backstage segment. That's edited, bro. People know they're on camera and they act a different way. It's you're getting a unique perspective, a really insider's perspective, and some people like that. We have no reason to hate. We're not trying to be relevant. We already were. We're not trying to regain relevancy. We're just making money at that we like to do, which is talking about sports, wrestling, pop culture, and everything in between.
All right, so let's continue.
So check out our Patreon. That's where you get a Also 6 years worth of back catalog. Everything from day one is on there. All the shows that used to be on there, like the Hooven Tubes, Juicy Seal, and when Shane Helms was here, and so everything's on there. You can go way back to page one and check it out. What else am I missing, Joe?
Well, you can get the main show, K100 Talks, Rehash, and the bonus mailbag, all ad-free and early on the Patreon as well. There's also a link to the Discord chat. And like Konnan said, the entire 6 years of content, if you're a big fan of the show, I mean, you'll never run out of stuff to listen to. And there's also all the show reviews and also the chance to come on a live roundtable with Konnan and DI. Ask him any questions you want. That's for the $25 tier and up. But there's a whole lot of stuff on there and more coming.
All right. Let me see. What else do we gotta plug here? Oh, also our very popular YouTube channel, Man by Hughley, who does an incredible job with the clickbait. I won't do your show, Hughley.
Listen to people at our YouTube channel. Listen to the clips, okay? Just please, because if you want to comment on just reading the headline, our headlines are kind of designed because, bro, clickbait is a thing. We are promoting clickbait.
Right.
Okay? Because like the irony of clickbait is like, we think it's funny. Clickbait's funny,
right.
So we use clickbait. So if you're just going to comment on the clickbait in the title,
You've already been played, yeah.
You've already been played. Just please listen to the clips. The clips are interesting. They're entertaining. Hughley's done a good job of putting some good clips up there.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I still won't do his show, not even on his birthday.
Right. Let me give you this, too, just a real quick. So Hughley put the clip on where our whole thing of K100 Talks has gone out free on YouTube this week, right? Or it's gone out on YouTube because it's on Spotify. Bro, 27,000 views in 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's one of our most listened to clips that we've ever had. So I would suggest people go, and we got good positive reviews on that too. People liked what we had to say. So I would suggest if you want to go check out our YouTube section.
What was the subject matter?
Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
The retirement of Vince McMahon. The title is Konnan on the retirement of Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
And it's a 23-minute. It's basically the whole show we did.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's getting good reviews. So go listen to that and see what you think about us. You know.
Not only that, I didn't see that yet, Di. That it got such good numbers. But I was going to tell you guys that this weekend, which included the Vince K100 Talks and then the main show, both came out. It's our biggest weekend of the month by far, as far as Spreaker revenue and whatnot. Yeah, huge weekend.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. That's why when we were trying to figure out what we were going to talk about K100 Talks, I was like, bro, it's got to be Vince.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Coley's global icon. Okay.
Right. So, yeah, usually once you hit the 55,000 subscriber thing, which you're like at 35 or 38, I will make a cameo, keyword cameo. Yo, what up? This is Konnan, and I host Keepin It 100, my co-host, Disco Inferno, unfortunately.
Well, I'd say you're my co-host.
Listen, every Thursday here on Spreaker, we talk pro wrestling, sports, movies, music, TV, pop culture, and some politics. It's everything the rest of the pro wrestling podcasts are not.
Tune in to hear myself, the superior one, educate and inform.
Tune in to hear me bury Disco.
That's very disrespectful.
Join us every Thursday on Spreaker and keep it 100. Boom!